Going? Okay. Alright, what we're going to learn about today is our remote storage bin expansion fire emergency response plan. Okay? So welcome to our site. This is our remote storage bin underground where we're working at. What we're doing is we're building storage bins for potash underground. Okay? Every work site has hazards. Okay? In all workplaces we can have a variety of hazards. One of the hazards that can be found at every workplace, pretty much every workplace, is fire. Okay? So we developed an emergency response plan. Occupational Health and Safety Regulations 2003, Mining Regulations 2003, Section 351. An employer or contractor must effect means to protect workers from any fire that may occur. Develop a written fire plan and emergency response plan according to Section 383 of the mining regs. Okay, so we're going to develop our emergency response plan for this site. Okay, what do we do if there's a fire? Don't panic. We have a plan. We're going to communicate. We're going to take our route to our refuge stations. Take refuge. So for communication, if we see or in a fire, we're going to call our emergency number underground, extension 5522. Okay, so here's the phone. It's actually in this box right here. This is a light tree, an emergency light tree that we'll also see if by chance, for another reason of emergency, you see all these lights flashing at the same time. That means an emergency. What you'll do is you'll phone dispatch at 5100, find out what the emergency is, and then listen to the instructions. Okay, so here's our map of our underground work site. Okay. Here we have, these are the actual remote storage bins that we're building. There's 4 of them. Okay. They're 42 feet across the top, 22 feet across the bottom, and 110 feet deep. Okay, conveyor belt feeds potash into them from the top and then from the bottom out for storage. Okay. So this is our work area, the bins. These are our lunch tables right here where this X is. Okay. We have a temporary refuge station. I'll refer to that as temporary or auxiliary refuge station. This line right here is our conveyor belt line, which all the potash is conveyed to the surface. Okay. This is our main travel way or drift. Okay. Anywhere you drive, we call that a drift. That's the main drift. We have a switchback under the belt, and this is our refuge number 6, our main refuge station where we'll be taking refuge. So in the case of a fire, we're going to go from the lunch tables. After we phone dispatch, we'll either go straight down the travel way here. We'll turn right at a sign that says refuge station. Turn right. We'll go down here, and then when we get there, it'll be our temporary refuge station. There'll be a sign there. Okay, and I'll show you a picture of that later. If by chance we can't get to that refuge station, then we'll keep going down the travel way. We'll go to the underpass. We'll turn left at the underpass, turn right, and we'll come out at refuge number 6 underground. Okay. Now, if for some reason our main travel way is blocked off, then we'll travel down the belt line. Okay, so we'll enter right from the west side of the bins. We'll go all the way down the belt line here. And then we'll cross underneath the belt. There's a caged area where we can cross underneath the belt. Come back up here. Right here, we'll go to a door, and then we'll go to refuge number 6. Okay? Everybody that comes to site will get a tour and driven down the routes anyways, besides me talking. Okay? So now this is looking west from the bin project. You drive straight into the dark there. There's no lights down there except for on your vehicle, on your head. Okay, so we'll drive straight down here. That'll take us to the belt line. Okay, once we approach the belt line, here's the conveyor belt, and you'll see to the right of the conveyor belt, you just drive straight down there. And when you get to the end, you can't go any farther. There'll be a caged area. Just travel underneath that. You'll turn left, turn right away, go through the door, and then we'll go out to refuge number 6. If we exit by the lunch tables, Okay, we'll just drive straight down the main travelway, and that'll take us either to refuge number 6 or our temporary refuge station. Okay, as we approach our refuge station on the right side, hanging from the back, okay, so for underground, the ceiling we refer to as the back. Okay, so these reflectors are hanging from the back. As you approach the refuge station, they're on the right. And as you drive away from the refuge station, then they're on the left. That's how you know you passed the refuge station in case it's really smoky. Okay, so here is our entrance into our refuge number 6. Okay, so when you turn there, that's what you look at. We're turning in. Here's a sign here. It's a reflective sign, so it says refuge station. We're going to approach there. Here's our door. Okay, there's double brattice for an airlock. Okay, so we get a double seal for fire smoke prevention. That's extra protection against smoke. Okay, so as we approach our temporary refuge station, see, it says refuge station on there, fancy sign. This is the doorway. It's actually a Velcro strip. Okay, this is just a temporary refuge station, but it is double brattice. This here is called brattice. It's double brattice on each side for an airlock. And once you're inside, within the supplies, there's tape and silicone and foam that you can seal yourself in right here. Okay, so now let's go back to refuge station number 6. This is the inside of refuge station number 6. This, once it's sealed, has enough breathable air for 31 people for 36 hours. Okay. As we look around in the refuge station, turn around, this is the door we entered in. Okay, this area right here that's all brattice off, that supplies your toilet facilities. Okay, so there's our toilet, there's our toilet paper. Other things that you'd find in a refuge station are, you have our first aid supplies, you got our spine boards, B-splints, that type of thing. We also have an AED in this particular one, an automated external defibrillator for CPR if we need to administer CPR. We got maps, chairs. Up here we got another map, picnic table, seating area. We got our phones, so once we enter the refuge station, we phone dispatch at 5100 to let them know we're all there, and they can keep account for us. Okay, some other things you'll find in there is water. In this box here, we'll find food rations and small tools, and that's where your tape and stuff will be. Okay, we've got a broom, shovel, scaling bar for chipping away any loose. And this is all the requirements of Section 398 of the mining regulations. Okay. Once we're there, like I said, we're going to communicate with dispatch at 5100. We're going to let them know if anybody's hurt, what happened, make sure everybody's accounted for at the mine. Okay. Any fire that is underground must be reported. Okay, this is under Section 6, dangerous occurrence of the mining regulations. Any outbreak of fire underground is a dangerous occurrence. A written report must be sent to the Occupational Health and Safety Division in writing as soon as possible for reasonably time. Okay, also to do with a fire underground, we must provide everyone with a self-rescue unit. Okay, every seat in every vehicle has accounted for itself a self-rescuer. Okay, so here's in the back of our Kubota. Pull it out, that's the size of it, there's my hand there. What you do is you flip it open, and then you breathe that, and that converts carbon monoxide into oxygen. Okay, so we have to supply that self-breathing apparatus. Okay, it lasts for about 20 minutes. So drive fast. Okay, all the references in this presentation so far that I've used are Section 351, Fire Prevention and Control, Section 383, Fire Control Emergency Response Plan, Emergency Warning System, Section 384, Requirements for an Emergency Voice Communication System, 386, Primary Refuge Station, 389, Auxiliary Refuge Station, 399, and Self-Rescue Apparatus, Section 404. And these are all out of the Occupational Health and Safety mining regulations for Saskatchewan. Okay, safe workplace. There are many other Considerations for developing a safe and healthy workplace. A few examples are log out, tag out procedure, first aid station, eye wash station, hot work permit, maps, hearing protection, fire extinguishers. These are just some of the extra safety precautions that we take in general. Okay, what do we do if there's a fire? Don't panic, we have a plan. We're going to communicate. We're going to drive to our refuge station via our route. Okay, that's it.